Okay, so everybody, you should be on this page here, either in your workbook or in the package that I sent you. Make sure your names are on everything, please, please, please. Yes, Schmidt.
Yeah, what page is this?
Yeah, so I would say, why don't you just use the one I just handed you, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, keep in mind, on the calendars, the pages are on there. So if you looked at the dates, you would see the pages are listed on the calendar on the front of your packet as well. But I did this, again, in your packets because it's easier for you guys to turn them into me. And I can double check everything. I know that we do a lot of the work together, meaning you work on it, we walk around, then we go over it all. And that's good, but I still like to see that you guys have things. So it's easier when you guys have this way, because sometimes you guys forget to turn in the workbook pages. Schmidt.
Okay, I have a big question. But is there anything that's supposed to be under here?
No. Good. Let's move on, guys. Guided practice. We're going to look at this together. Everybody should be on this page right here. April 23rd, 2021. Or if you are in your workbooks, if you happen to be doing it that way, page 741. So, guided practice for today. In the Memphis train example, why is 42 minutes past 12 the same as 18 minutes to 1? Explain. Remember, explain means I want to see caps, capitalization, accuracy, punctuation, spelling. I want to see at least one complete sentence to explain that to me. Taylor. Yes, go ahead. Somebody tell me, why would that be the same? 40 minutes past 12. Think about that. 12 o'clock, 40 minutes past 12. Or 18 minutes to 1. Why are those the same? Why are they the same? Eston? It's going to be 1 o'clock. So anytime you see a sentence that says 42 minutes past 12, means that it's 12:42 right now. Same as 18 minutes to 1 means that it's 18 minutes until 1 o'clock. So look at the keywords. Keywords here are past and to. So 42 minutes past 12 means that it's 12:42. Why is that the same thing as saying it's 18 minutes to 1? Why is that the same thing? Jack?
Is it 12:42?
Because it's 12:42, and then what does that mean? How many minutes are left until 1? Say it again?
12.
12 minutes left until 1, are you sure? Check it out, guys. Check this out. This is going to help you. How many minutes are in an hour? How many minutes are in an hour, guys? How many minutes are in an hour?
60.
Okay, so if it's 60 minutes an hour, 12:42 means that 42 minutes have already passed, correct?
Yeah.
So, let's subtract it. Let's borrow from that one. Make a 10 over here. It's going to give us 8. And then we're going to have 1. Look how many minutes are left. Notice anything? Notice anything? It's 18. What does it mean? Briggs, explain to us. Read the problem again. Read the question. Read the number 1, the whole problem to us. Memphis, that's a place. So why is that? He said it the other way. You could absolutely say it that way. You can say that. You could say 42 minutes past 12 is the same as 18 minutes to 1 because 42 plus 18 equals what now? That's right. Same thing as saying 60 minus 42, right? 42 plus 18 is going to be 60. So it's either way. So let's say, look at this clock right now. Look over there. Everybody, take a look at the clock. Abigail, look at the clock. So right now, I could say to you, okay, it is 8:52. Or I could say to you, it is 8 minutes until 9. Did I just tell you the same exact thing? Did I tell you the same thing? Yes or no? Thumbs up if it's yes. Thumbs down if you don't think I'm right. Thumbs up sideways if you're like, I disagree with that. Okay? Well, let me tell you why I'm right. Take a look at it. Look at it right now. So you know that the shorthand is close to the 9. So it's almost 9 o'clock, right? But the long arm is past the 10. So you know that it's not 8:50. Now it's about 8:53, right? So how would we get to 60 from that? If we have 53 and we're trying to get to 60, what's left? What's left? How many minutes? That's right, 7. So now I could say, okay, it's 8:53 right now. And then Andrew says, well, actually, it's 7 minutes until 9. Would we be saying the same thing? Yes or no? Yeah, we'd be saying the same thing. We'd be saying the same thing, Briggs.
Or about a quarter to 9.
Well, not a quarter, because a quarter would be 15 minutes. Quarter would be 15 minutes.
Number one should not.
Because remember, a quarter means a fourth. So look at the clock like it's a pizza. Imagine that clock's a pizza. So, I'm going to draw one out here, just really quickly, okay? So, let's say your clock's a pizza, and you cut it into 4. One of these is going to be, this is 15 minutes until whatever the next one is, and this is 15 minutes after, right? And then there's another 15 minutes over here. See what I'm saying? It keeps going around. If you cut it into 4, they're all 15 minutes. So a quarter to the next hour. So if I said it was a quarter till 9, it would be 8:45 exactly. Does that make sense? Ian.
Yeah. Question. What exactly is that number next to the 0 on the 1?
What's the number next to the 0?
Number 1. What is?
Are you talking about what's going on right here?
Yes.
Well, what I did there was I carried a number. When you guys are subtracting, can you subtract anything from 0? No. So don't you have to borrow a number? Borrow one of the numbers from the number next to it? So in this case, I borrowed from the 6, made the 6 into a 5, and turned the 0 into 10. That's how I do my subtraction. So, one of the answers was, somebody say it to me again. Tell me again, in words, explain to me why those are the same thing. 42 minutes past 12 and 18 minutes to 1. Somebody tell me in words. Explain it to me. Restate it. Somebody tell me. Come on, don't make me call you out. I'll do it. I'll do it. Wilkins, why is it the same thing? Say it as a complete sentence, too. Restate. Tell me why 42 minutes past 12 is the same as 18 minutes to 1.
40 minutes past 12 is the same as.
Look at your paper. You've got the same question right there. 42 minutes past 12 is the same as 18 minutes to 1 because
The same time.
I feel like my card's about to get smashed. Let's just hope that doesn't happen.
Get a new car.
So that's exactly what Mrs. Holman said.
I'm going to start parking back here.
So why is it the same, guys? Somebody tell me in a sentence. Esther.
I think it is because it just did the same.
It's a different way to say the same thing. That's true. But why? How do you know? Grace.
Because they used to.
You could say it that way. You could say it that way. You could say it that way. That would work. And then, of course, the other way would be the first way that Briggs said it, right? He said 42 minutes past 12 is the same thing as 18 minutes to 1 because 42 plus 18 equals 60, and there are 60 minutes in an hour. Does that make sense? Guys, I'm seeing a lot of people looking around, not looking up here, not following along. Does that make sense, guys? Yes? No? Yes? Thumbs up? Wilkins. Is that a thumb up? Yeah, makes sense? Guys, we're going to keep going.
So far, I've only seen 4 of you actually write down what Dr. Weltman has said.
Guys, when we do the guided practice section, if you don't write this down, this is the part where I'm going with you through it. If you don't write this down, you're only hurting yourselves.
He's saying explain, so
Remember, explain, you need a
you guys
sentence.
gotta explain. And have a sentence and not just numbers.
Tell me why. Why are they the same? Because here's the thing. They are the same. They're telling you right there that 42 minutes past 12 is the same as 18 minutes to 1. So we know it's true. You just have to tell me why it's true. Why is it true? Well, we showed 2 different ways. We used subtraction and we used addition. I gave you another example on that clock. Let's keep going. But guys, you need to be following along. Okay. Number 2. An airplane landed at 3:55. Does the clock show the time the airplane landed? Explain. So 3:55, that's written in digital form, just like this, right? But this is an analog clock. So is that right? Is it showing the same thing? Plane landed at 3:55. Is this showing 3:55? Is that showing 3:55 right there? I see some thumbs up. Are you guys sure? Jen says no. Jen, tell us why.
Because it would be closer to 4 if it was 55 minutes.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. So how could you say that as a full sentence and restate?
The airplane landed at 3:55, and if it was 3:55 on the clock, then it would be closer to 4.
That's right. The shorthand would be closer to 4. It's right. And you could just say the clock does not show the same time as 3:55 because the shorthand should be closer to the 4. If this was 3:55, guys, this hand would be over here. It'd be way closer to the 4. There's an example right there. It just turned 9 o'clock. Do you see how the shorthand is on the 9 and the long arm right there is on the 12? It's exactly on it. Wait a little bit, you'll see the shorthand moves past it. Every time that the long hand moves, the shorthand moves just a teeny tiny little bit. So the closer it gets to the next time, the closer that shorthand gets. Because it's only 5 minutes until 4. So 3:55, guys, is the same thing as saying 5 minutes until 4. So in that case, that shorthand should be a lot closer to the 4. Does that make sense? Make sense, guys? Yes, thumbs, no, yes. Okay, getting there. Getting there. Okay. We'll get there. So let's take a look at this. On this side, write the time shown on each clock in 2 ways. So, what time is it right here? Who wants to tell me what time it is right there, Jack?
3:10.
You could say it's about 3:10, but it looks to me like it's a little past 3:10.
3:12.
3:12. Looks like 3:12 to me. Does that look like 3:12 to anybody else? Yeah? Pretty good? Good. So then we just wrote it digitally right here. Now, on this one, we're going to need to draw out a little clock. Doesn't matter if your circle is perfect or not, but 12 should be up here. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Kind of badly drawn, but you get the picture. So here's your clock, right? Let's go this right here. Now, first one we want to put is where the short hand should go to show us that it's after 5. Where should it go, Brewer? Where should it go? What do you think? It's 5:43. I didn't draw the little. You can. I made those too close together. It's the best clock in the world. Okay, where does that shorthand go, guys? Where's it go? Eston? That's right. It's going to be a lot closer to the 6, isn't it? Because, where's the long arm go? Where am I putting the long one? Andrew. That's right. It should be right about there. Right? Just about there. It's not at 5:45 yet. It's at 5:43. So again, my picture is kind of bad, guys. Yours doesn't have to be perfect as long as you make it look just about right. Good. See what I mean, though? So now look at this clock up on our wall right here. What time is it? Who wants to tell me what time it is right now? Deva. That's right, 9:04. That's it. If we were estimating, we would say it's about 9:05. But yeah, 9:04. That's right. See how you can tell that shorthand has moved just a teeny tiny little bit past the 9. And it's going to keep moving like that as the long arm goes around. It's kind of being pulled by the long arm as it goes around. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Go ahead and do the independent practice section here. It says you're going to write the time showed on each clock in 2 ways. Okay? So 7:39, throw yourself the clock, draw it out. This one here, I'm not going to tell you what time it is, but you're going to write it as a digital number. Same thing on this one. Shouldn't be too hard to do those. Then, on the next page, I did leave these in because this also gives us some other information. So I want you guys to do your best on this. Try to do all of these, especially actually these bottom ones. I think those are going to be good ones for you. This page here, stop before you, actually no, do the homework practice page. Stop before you get to, let's see, this one here. So this should say page 11. Don't go on to this one yet. Okay? So don't go on to page 11 yet. Just do these pages here. The independent practice, that's 5, 6, and 7. Do the best that you can on the math practices page. I especially want to see you guys do this at the bottom here, 12 and 13. And then do the homework and practice page. If you, actually, what I'd like to see you do is do it in this order. This one first. Write these down, guys, so I don't get questions. This one first. This one second. And then this one third. Okay? Then, stop when you get to page 11. We're going to go through this one, and then we will continue on, okay? That's page 741. Should be this one right here. And let's try to go through these pretty quick. So everybody should be on this page right here. If you're not there, get on this page, independent practice page for this lesson. Everybody there? We all on this page? Yes? Yes? Okay, good. All right, so let's start with this one. It says, write the time shown on each clock in 2 ways. Now, I'd be okay if you just wrote it in 1 way for each of them. However, what I really want you guys to get the habit of doing is also writing it in terms of how many minutes are left. So for this one, for instance, what's our time on this one? What time is it there, Jack? So he's right. The short arm is at the 11 is 11:20. 11:20. So guys, listen. If it's 11:20, how many minutes is it until 12? Schmidt?
Okay. 40 minutes till 12. And is this how you spell till? T-I-L-L?
Well, we would usually say until, U-N-T-I-L. But you could also say 40 minutes to 12. I abbreviated minutes, by the way. 40 minutes to 12. So, but good, you're absolutely right. That's absolutely correct. If it's 11:20, it means that it is 40 minutes to 12. Okay, next one. 7:39. Let's try it out really quickly. 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and again, I drew it kind of badly. Where do I need to put the 7? The hour? Where does it need to go? Heston?
The little hand needs to go on 7.
Not on the 7, though, a little past the 7, right? So like right there?
No.
Yeah, it should be pretty close to the 8.
That looks like 40. Oh, it is 40.
So on that note, it's 7:39. Where do I need to put the long arm? Briggs?
On the 7, well, a little bit past the 7.
Wouldn't it be a little closer, like 1 before the 8?
Yeah.
If the 8's 40 and it's 39, wouldn't it be right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that looks very similar to that. You're seeing the same thing over here, by the way. And I heard a lot of you guys get confused on this one, but you really drew the same thing over here. Sometimes the short arm and the long arm do overlap. So on this one, what time is it on number 7? What time is it on number 7, Sellers?
8:44. Also, should I do how many minutes until?
Yeah, so actually, quickly, let's go back to number 6. How many minutes is it until 8? How many minutes is it until 8 on that one, guys? How many minutes till 8, Briggs?
21.
That's right.
Well, about 20.
21 minutes. You could say about 20. 21 minutes until 8. 21 minutes to 8. 21 minutes to 8. Okay, so as you said on this one, number 7, you knew how many minutes it was until 9. How many? How many minutes till 9?
I think I got it wrong.
Tell me what you think.
15 minutes until.
So he's close, right? It's not 15, it's about 15. But what is it exactly? What's it exactly, Tava?
16.
Yeah, 16 minutes to 9. See, you guys know this stuff. You understand it. That's good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now, remember what I said. This is number 2, the homework and practice page. So let's go over to the homework practice page. Now, quick question. Joel, in the another look section, what do you need to do there? Whenever you have a page that says another look, what do you have to do with that part?
Read it.
Just read it. That's it. You're just reading it. It's there to help you. Now, in this case, it says, remember to be precise. What does precise mean? What does precise mean, guys? Tava? And in this case, when it comes to time, exact. That's right. Precise, exact, clean. We're looking for the exact number. So we're not estimating this time. So we're not saying things like, well, it's about 9:45. We're saying it is exactly 9:47. Go ahead. Make sense, guys? Next question? Okay. So it's question.
Precisely like a correct one. Precisely, Mr. Montez.
Okay, let's move on. Write the time showing each clock in 2 ways. Now again, we're going to do the same thing we did before. What is the time here? What time is it in number 1? Brewer. What is it? That's right. It's 8:40.
Yes.
Because it's exactly, that long arm is exactly on the 8. But do you see where the short arm is, guys? It's a little past. It's actually closer to the 9 because we're getting close to 9 o'clock. How many minutes is it until 9 o'clock, Zoe? If it's 8:40, how many minutes till 9? That's right. She's got it. 20 minutes to 9. That's right. Okay, what about this next one right there? It says it's 1:49. 1:49. Let's see how we could draw that one out. 12, 1, 2, 3. I know these are hard to draw. To get it perfect, right? Okay, where do I put the short arm for the 1? If it's 1:49, Jack.
The 1.
But not exactly on the 1, right?
Yeah, it's closer to the 2.
That's right. And now, for the long arm, where do I put that? Where's the long arm go, guys? Where's the long arm? Sellers. Where's the long arm go on 1:49? It's not on the 50, so it should be where?
Right.
Take a look at right there.
Before?
Right before it. Which number is that? Look at the clock right here. It is actually 9:49 right now. So not on the 9 because that's 45.
No, but right before the 9.
Not before the 9 because that would be 44. So it's 49. Doesn't need to be closer to the 10.
Right before 10.
That's right. Right before the 10. Right here. Everybody have that one? Now, if it's 1:49, how many minutes is it until 2? How many minutes is it until 2, Jack?
11.
That's right. 11 minutes to 2. Okay, Aiden, what time is it on this clock right here? What is it?
1:38.
Are you sure it's 5:38? Are you sure? Double check where the hour is there. Double check where the hour is there, Ian.
4:30.
It's not 4:30. You're right about 4. It's 4, but we're being precise here. Jen.
4:33.
4:33. You see where it is? It's lining up with that dot. Right about there. Not the one that's closer to the 7. It's a little messy. 4:33. So, in this case, if it's 4:33, how many minutes is it until 5? How many minutes till 5, Aiden? Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, sore on the outside? Oh, maybe it's from doing the planks and stuff. That can happen.
No, some for
Oh, then it's not from exercise. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see how you feel in a little bit, okay? Jack, how many minutes is it until 5?
27.
That's right.
Do the next one.
27 minutes to 5. Does that make sense, guys? Do you guys see how we're getting these numbers too? You can skip count on here. Remember, don't forget that you can skip count on an analog clock. 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then, of course, use subtraction. In this case, all he had to do here was either add to get up to 60 or take 60 minus 33. Now, I saw some of you guys trying to subtract from 0. Remember, you can't subtract from 0, right? So you got to borrow. Borrow 10, 9, 8, 7, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 27 minutes. See? I've got, please get up. Okay, so let's move on to the next one now. Jack, you said you had this one. What's 12 minutes? 12 minutes to noon.
11:48.
That's right. It's 11:48. 11:48. 11:48. Now, bonus question here, guys. Now, I saw a lot of you guys do 11:52. That's why I started some of you guys to double check your work. And if this is going to be distracting, I want you to put it away because you are not correcting any of this. And that one needs to be corrected. Jen.
I got 11:48 and also 21 minutes after 2 is.
That is correct. That is correct. Now, going back to number 4, though, 11:48. Now, you hear AM and PM, right? We've been talking about AM or PM because on an analog clock, you actually can't tell if it's AM or PM, right? On a digital clock, sometimes it will tell you if it's AM or PM, and some clocks will tell you military time, which is a completely different thing. We can talk about that in a minute. But listen, guys, hands down. Bonus question to this one is this AM or PM? Because this one you can actually tell. Huh? Hands up if you got the answer. I heard you say it, but you gotta put your hands up. Tell you, it's AM. How do we know this one is AM, Andrew? That's right. He's right. Because it said noon. And noon is when we shift from AM to PM, right? So if it said midnight, it would be the other 12 o'clock. It would be AM. Right? Esther.
The other way is, if it's after 12, it is PM.
That's right. If it's after 12, if it's after noon, it's PM. If it's after 12 AM, midnight, then it's AM. Okay. What is 30 minutes past 9? 30 minutes past 9. Nick, what's 30 minutes past 9?
9:30.
That's right. 9:30. Okay. 2 minutes after 7. 2 minutes after 7. Abigail?
7:02.
That's right. It should say 7:02. I saw some of you guys just put a 2 there. That looks like a 20. Make sure you have a 0 there. Okay, bonus questions. Let's go back. 21 minutes after 2. How many minutes is it until 3? Jack?
49. No, 30.
39. You got it. This one's easy, right? How many minutes is it until 10? Everybody should know this one.
30.
That's right. How many minutes is it until 8?
58.
58. Okay, 45 minutes to 6. What is this time? 45 minutes to 6. Wilkins.
6:45.
Nope. 45 minutes to 6. Not 45 minutes after 6. 45 minutes to 6. Jack.
5:15.
It's 5:15. You guys see how that works? Because what happens if you take, again, remember, you could have done it this way. 60 minus 45, and you would have gotten 15. 5:15. Jack.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly
What is it for?
just 4 o'clock. How many minutes is it until 5? How many minutes is it until 5, Brewer? 60 minutes. That's right. That's right. Easy, right? Easy. Yes.
Like 1 minute till recess.
It is not 1 minute until recess. Nope. How many minutes is it until recess right now, Andrew? Nope. 4. We're being precise.
I was very close.
We're being
I was
precise
trying
now.
to be precise.
Right?
3.
So then, right now, Talon, what time does that clock say right there, Talon? Ten what? Got the 10 part right. Skip count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then now we have to add something to it because it's past 55, right? So it's 10, 50. What is it, Tom? Guys, do not tell him. About 10:57. That is correct. Guys, don't tell people the answers. Who's gonna get it? I need you guys to be patient. I'm glad you're all excited, but come on. Yeah, I see the guilty look on his face. Guilty look. You guys get so excited, you just can't get it out. Which you know is kind of great though because it gives you the answers. Yeah. Okay, so now it's close to recess, so we won't go over this page yet. When we come back, we will see. We may need to actually push some of this onto tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Yay!
Excuse me, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yay!
Everybody, please take a seat. You're not dismissed yet. All the way down, not with your foot on the chair. Thank you. Okay. Yes, you get another one. Fast. Okay, so I will call the table that is the readiest. Leave everything where it is right now. Leave everything where it is. And I will call the table that is the readiest to go first. We're going to see if we can get a little bit further on this when we come back in, but we also have a lot of ELA that we need to do. So, let's just see how things look when we come back. Preston, do you have a question?
Where's your map?
I'm sorry, what?
Where's your map?
It is right there on the table.
Okay.
Okay, so. Readiest table. You know, today it looks like Gryffindor. Slytherin's looking pretty good too. Go ahead, Slytherin. Ravenclaw as well. Hufflepuff, there's a little shuffling, but it's alright.